Hey, Mrparka here to review one from Richard Griffin. This is the new Scorpio releasing film. It's released on his website if you want to pick it up. This is Normal. And as you guys know, I'm a pretty big fan of this director, and this DVD has a director's commentary and actor commentary. I listened to the director's commentary. Didn't get a chance to listen to actor commentary. But essentially, this is a pretty serious film for this company. Richard Griffin usually has a big sense of, comedy in his films, besides stuff like Exhumed, which is a fairly serious kind of artsy style film. This one is definitely closest to Exhumed, I'd say, in his caliber films, but it's also very completely different. Essentially, what we have here is a serial killer, but it's not your typical serial killer film. It has a really cool angle and lets you make up your mind about a lot of things, a lot of open-ended things, and a lot of as the story goes on, you get to see more and more about these zany, weird characters that are around this apartment complex. And essentially, it's a movie about obsession and how a serial killer almost justifies what he does or why he does it in a lot of ways. You just kind of are grasping what he sees when he does this and why he does this to people. It's almost like a collection, which is very bizarre, and I really like a lot of the concepts going on here, that some of the people in his apartment, in his mind, filtered away in these different rooms and different numbers and things like that he talks to on a daily basis, have different sets of rules, like this person ages more because he doesn't think about them as much, and things like that, and they all have these weird angles, and in a lot of ways they start to maybe make him feel guilty, and sometimes they lash out. It's really well made. It's really well acted. The lead in here is really good. I caught myself watching it. I said I watched it with the commentary after I watched the film. I really enjoyed this one. There's some really cool camera angles, and the ending is again open-ended. I really enjoyed that. This is by far, I think, one of his best films, and it's a serious one. At that, I just really enjoyed it. I like serial killer movies. I like, especially when they do something different, and I think this one does do a lot of different things. It's not just your typical, really grotesque guy ripping apart people and raping dead bodies and things like that. Not that sometimes those movies are pretty good too if they're done right, but this one has a good story, and it has a lot of psychological angle to it. And it definitely, the main character, he's sympathetic. He's not somebody you really hate. And there's a couple really intense scenes shot in here. One at one point he goes and picks up somebody from a bar, and that scene's really intense, and I felt myself kind of like that the whole time, just waiting for something very suspenseful to happen. It's a really good scene. I like that he's an unreliable narrator, as they say in the commentary, because there's a scene where he fascinates, he fantasizes about the past and things like that, and at one point they do a camera trick where he looks in the mirror and he sees his old self, and he kind of flashes back and thinks about what happened. And they give you two little outcomes here. And honestly, I definitely could, I think it's what he sees as what could have possibly happened, how he remembers things, and that kind of how these people are like collected by him, and they're like obsessions he had at one point, and how it really happened as well. And this all plays to the like parallel storyline of him as a kid, where he started and why he's doing this. And of course, the guy in room number one is his brother, and he's trying to convince him to sign the lease to let them all go. That's also a metaphor for something else. But yeah, it's a really well-made film, well shot, well acted, and I can't say enough about this. I've watched, I've seen a few independent horror films this year, and this is one of my favorite ones for sure. It's definitely going to make my top 10 so far this year as far as horror films go, and I'd recommend this one. I don't know if it's going to get a broader release from MVD or Wild Eye that typically goes through those companies, or he's going to leave it like this. But if you're interested, check it out. There'll be a link where you can buy it below. Great acting. Tons of regulars in this. If you've seen any of Griffin's movies before, you'll recognize pretty much the whole entire cast in here. And I do like the, it doesn't shy away from things. It's not gratuitously gory or anything like that, but it doesn't shy away from sexual things. And the actors are really brave to do some of the things they do. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the gutsy cinema when it's there because it has to be done, not because it's done just for the hell of it. I do appreciate any gutsy moves in movies, but when there's it pertains to the story, is always a plus. But yeah, I feel like I'm just repeating a lot of the stuff I heard in the commentary, but that tends to happen if you listen to the commentary. Regardless, it's a really well-made film, well shot, really cool shots of going up the stairs. The end scene is it's kind of memorizing. You kind of zone out in it, and you're wondering what's going to happen next. Leaves you on the edge of your seat. Really really good movie. Like I said, highly recommended it, especially if you're into serial killer films. I'm trying to think of other serial killers. It's definitely a mind kind of screw in here. And yeah, check this one out if you're into kind of psychological serial killer movies that aren't your typical crap. But I'm Mrparka. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
What are you doing?
So you don't have to be scared of the dark. Protect you from the monster under the bed.
Round and round you go.
And where you stop, nobody knows.
There's something I have to do. And you can't come with me. And so I took them into that room. And I ended them.
Do I fade as your memory of me does? Are you leaving me?
You plucked me out of my life, and you put me here.
You have us all trapped. Do you remember me at all?
No. Do you think I'm gonna kill again?
Isn't that what you do?
There is love all around us.